when was it? It was like 5-6 weeks ago. I was 98.
You know, but I'm just saying in terms of like actual like you have lost some muscle mass.
Sure.
Like you haven't maintained everything, but like fucking lekker black bosses. Did it say bird on the? Oh, that's lekker.
That's really sick.
That's very cool. Can we
So,
beat it?
you are in it.
Never mind.
Just arrived in the mail today. Package. Let's check. Yo.
That's lekker.
Nice. Can always do some socks. On this way. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna put all this on now, but yeah, that's the package.
They're just like the Gymshark, like sealed, like frosted packaging.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my set and come back now.
Oh, yeah, the pants. Yeah, the performance jogger. I'm gonna put these on now. Yo, are you them? These are just.
Unique is waiting for the socks.
Say again?
Unique is
Unique.
waiting for the socks.
Who's unique?
Unique, the laundry.
Oh, they're gonna steal
Missing.
it. Yeah, that's true. Whenever we send stuff to the laundry, it doesn't come back. Okay, I'm gonna do this in reception. Yeah. Just have to do it quickly. Oh, these are lekker. These are so nice.
Size.
These are so good. Holy shit. Wow, these are nice. My whole kitchen set up in the back. Should actually do it like this. Can't actually see them too well because of the angle, but can maybe see if I do that. And they probably, they're like stretchy as well. Lekker. I think these are so sick. The orange tags. Run faster, jump higher, reach further. Made to move. That's hard. Yeah, this thing I'm very keen for. Actually, take this off. Probably take that a bit down.
Do you get a discount code for?
No discount. It's just an affiliate link. So sales that I make, I get a commission on.
Okay.
Ooh, and it has the thingies.
Yeah.
Should have maybe lost that for now. But it actually look cool with the black vest under this.
That's lekker.
Yeah. That's hard. Yeah! I feel like a Power Ranger. Okay, so I am about to go do an upper workout, aka a bench workout, aka I'm gonna bench press for like 40 minutes and then see if there's anything else I feel like doing, which is highly unlikely. So twice a week I'll do some sort of bench press variation. It's my favorite kind of all bench press and squat. At this point bench has probably taken over as my favorite movement. I just do it for fun. I just do it because I want to keep my bench nice and strong. I'm thinking of doing an assisted close grip bench today, so I'll probably work at around, I don't know, 140, 150, 145, 150 for sets of 3. I'll do 3 sets of 3 on that. At this point I'm just trying to do as much as I can to maintain my strength. So you might think, wow, this is like a boring looking workout split. It's always the same stuff. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. It is. I enjoy it though, and it helps keep me strong. You don't need to overcomplicate things when it comes to strength training. Just do the fundamentals well, keep your training frequency fairly high, and deload every few weeks. progressively overload it, break the monotony, so do some assisted work which helps you with your lockout at the top. I'll show you guys now. And yeah, just keep consistent. That's the main thing. So throughout this prep, although I'm doing a weight cut, although the weight's coming down, you know, I don't really buy into this whole thing of if you are getting smaller, you're going to get weaker. I think that you can do a lot to mitigate that loss in strength. Every single person I've spoken to, without fail, has said I'm going to get weaker. Maybe I will, but maybe I won't. So let's see. It's fun. It's fun to try and work against those kind of generally accepted rules around strength and conditioning and training and whatnot. But what I will admit is that I have felt a little bit flat with the deficit. So obviously, in order to lose weight, you want to be in a caloric deficit, meaning you're eating fewer calories than you are burning. So your body is essentially going into its reserves and using up kind of what's there to fuel itself, and that's where the weight loss is coming from. So it's kind of in survival mode. So it does make it difficult to perform. But, you know, out on the road, I'm performing okay. That's the priority. Holding on to strength as much as I can is also a priority, but it's not the main priority. And it's not the end of the world if I get a little bit weaker, but I don't want to get weaker because it's fun to be strong. But anyway, I'm going to go show you guys a little bit of what the push workout's going to look like, or the upper workout's going to look like. It's basically just bench press, and then I kind of just freestyle from there. I've just put my lunch in the air fryer / rice cooker, so I will get the bench press stuff done, probably look at the food, dish it up, finish the rest of the workout, and then eat. But yeah, see you guys on the bench press.
Hers was mine is two. Heard that girl was a gold
paper, it can't be true. She dating you. Baby blue, paper's pink. I probably baby too. Yeah, so like I said, guys, super simple. Bench press, 3x3 on 150, assisted, close grip. 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps. First set was 10, second was 12 on incline bench or incline dumbbell press with 50s. And then I did 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps of weighted pull-ups. Super simple, nothing crazy. 45 minutes, done. Now we eat. See, so a lot of people ask me like, don't put sauce in your food. I say, no, the tomatoes and the olive oil and the chicken juice. The chicken juice makes your own sauce. But you don't actually need sauce.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've learned from me as well.
What, you don't use sauce?
No, that the chicken can create its own sauce.
Yeah, you don't need to. Like, if you use veggies that carry a lot of liquid and spice it nicely, then you sort it. This is an everyday thing. Chicken and rice or steak and rice, bread and butter. Sue watches Gideon and I eat this stuff every day. Yeah, I'm gonna dig into this. I'll see you guys in a bit.
It's as good as it comes.
Yes, sir. See our little ocean view here at Horizon. Trying to get a focus on there, but I can't really. But alas, here we are. I wanted to close out today. Let me grab it like that. So this thing is going soon. We've got plans to, and if you can hear that ventilator thing in the background, that's kimchi downstairs. They make amazing soup. If you guys live in Sea Point, you should go try out kimchi. But I wanted to close out today to speak a little bit more about what I was speaking to earlier around the idea of keeping training simple, straightforward, uncomplicated, and just really to the bare minimum. And I thought about a term that was coined, to my knowledge, by Tim Ferriss. In, I think it's his book, The 4-Hour Body. I haven't read that book, but he's referenced it in his podcast a number of times, where he speaks about a thing called the minimum effective dose. And this can be applied to a multitude of things in life. But when it comes to training, what I've really started to understand now, after over 11 years of training myself and training other people. Okay, I've trained other people for about 4 years now, but just from experience in the gym, building up capacity to do certain things that some people might find quite challenging and somewhat impressive. You know, what I found out is that it's not a thing of quantity. Yes, frequency is important, so regularly doing something. Consistency is important. Repetitively doing something over and over and again, yes. But when it over a long period of time, you know, it's a compound interest game, as most things in life are. It's kind of paying your dues every day. But when I refer to quality over quantity and minimum effective dose, it's what are you actually doing during that workout? What are you actually doing with your time in the gym? How much time are you spending in the gym? And when you're spending that time in the gym, how exactly are you utilizing it? So for instance, I went from, you know, spending an hour and a half lifting when I was a little bit younger, when I was in high school still, throwing weights around, doing compound lifts, doing accessory lifts, just really gassing myself out, pushing myself super hard, spending a shitload of time in the gym. And I did that and I saw results, but I saw better results when I matured in the gym. And I found out that if I wanted to get better at a specific thing, I needed to spend time on that specific thing, and that was pretty much it. So with the bench press, for instance, I started bench pressing way more frequently, really focusing on the quality of the reps, really focusing on my rest times in between sets, really focusing on making the most of every single rep, getting the most quality out of every single rep, and keeping things simple. So once I'd done my bench press very, regularly now I will be happy with training for 40 minutes, sometimes 35 minutes, like 35 to 40 minutes, rarely, very, very, very rarely over 45 minutes. And I'll just bench, and that's all I'll do. I did a 100-kilometer ultra marathon prep, and throughout that prep I got stronger every single week. Well, most weeks I was getting stronger. My bench press increased by 30 kilograms, and what I was doing for 90% of my workouts was just bench pressing. Granted, some workouts the bench press was not just your conventional bench press, it was a close grip bench, it was an assisted bench, it was a close grip assisted bench, it was a Larsen press, it was a wide grip bench, it was mixing things up from time to time. But I would just focus on that lift, and once I'd executed on that lift, I'd consider doing something supplementary, maybe do a little bit extra, but otherwise I didn't overdo it. I didn't overload myself, and that's when I really started to see results, was when I was just being a little bit smarter about my training. And it's the exact same thing with my running as well. What I've found is that execute on the workouts that are in the program. There's a program for a reason, you have a plan for a reason. You don't have to gas yourself out every single time you go in the gym, and that can be extended into other aspects of life as well. You don't have to redline it every single time. If you do redline it every single time, you're going to crash and burn, most likely at some point. Yes, you're going to build up some mental fortitude, but performance-wise, you're not going to perform optimally. If you are staying up until 1 a.m. and waking up at 3 a.m. to read and study, and you're just trying to cram all this knowledge in your brain, eventually, that stimulus is not going to be absorbed. That information is not going to be absorbed. You're just going to reduce your mental performance. The same thing with training. If you don't focus on the quality of what you're doing, executing in little micro doses, hyper focused on quality, it's not gonna translate. It's not gonna benefit you. So when it comes to anything, but specifically in this context, training, you probably don't need to be doing as much as you are doing. You need to be doing better of fewer things and be doing those things more consistently over time, and that is what's going to reap the rewards. So yeah, that's a little nugget I wanted to share with you guys today. Not a super long day in the life kind of video, just a little workout and some chat, but I thought it was important to share that, because it's been an incredible learning for me to figure that out, and I'm trying to apply it in other aspects of my life, and I think you guys can get a whole lot of benefit if you do it for yourself too, even if it's not in life, even if it's just for training. And another time I'll go into recovery protocols, because that's a whole other kettle of fish, and it is extremely important, arguably more important than any of the training you're going to do, is how you recover from that training. Because you can only perform as well as you recover. But that being said, I'm just neatening things up here. That being said, that's it for me. Beautiful sunset to end the day. Well, again, I'm doing the thing again. It's not the end of the day. It's only 6:10. Still got a bit of time left, but that is all. Remember, don't take life too seriously. Make time to do the things you enjoy. Make time to give yourself some love, and go play.